everyone, my name is Justin, and today we are back for round 4. Hello everyone, and welcome to what is round 9, sorry, here at the Belgian Grand Prix Season 12. And a bit of an action zone here, 7 kilometers actually. Sorry if I'm a bit late, had to change the microphone settings. Marcin and TZ Bro going down the inside in the bottom left-hander. The 7-kilometer circuit with 2 DRS zones, one at the longest straight of the track, and one at just after the start-finish line. It seems that it's raining. Just get that out of the way, it is raining. And championship leader Phoenix has a 2-point gap to Maple, and right now everyone is absolutely running for their lives because it is raining. I am alt-tabbing just so I can minimize this and this. So dry laps isn't going to be easy to do, so we will go on board with Phoenix, the championship leader, as I've just previously mentioned. I don't know if it's going to be rain, wet race. Oh yeah, you're losing the back end there, Phoenix. That's going to be a tough one to come back. Maple has started his laps, so as long as he qualifies in front of Maple, I believe Phoenix will be happy. Is it flat? Just about flat through Eau Rouge, but the McLaren driver, or whoever that is behind, I believe that is F1 row D. Oh, it's actually DS. Will get a bit of traffic. So I'd say everyone will set their laps on the softs, and then will more than likely retire, so it'll probably be a short qualifying. I believe the first person to his lap is Futuristic, closely followed by Hazy just behind him in the AlphaTauri. Really, this is one-shot qualifying. This has turned into one-shot qualifying. Down the left-hander, 7th gear, keeps it nice and steady. It doesn't seem like the track is too greasy just yet, but only be a few corners. Curb starts down into 4th gear, probably in the rain yet. Keep it in 5th. So, someone spun in front actually. That's the AlphaTauri of Hazy there. It was in the wall. Front wing there, still rolling. 4th gear through here. Should be flat. Don't know with the rain. It is flat. Just about flat. Ooh, there's a big pileup there at the back. Looking on the mini-map, yeah, DS gets a 5-place grip penalty for collision with Tozy. There seems to be a big incident there at the back. Someone's also spun into turn 1. Futuristic is going to come across the line now to set the first lap. It's going to be a 1-2 for Williams as things stand. Futuristic comes alongside. It's a 1:45.8, and Phoenix is actually going to beat that somehow by doing a 45.6, even though completely flopped the final corner. Maple, though, going to come across the final corner now, and he goes P3. Let's see, will anyone be able to sneak himself to P1? No, is the answer. Trophy puts himself into P4. Someone crosses the line there. R10 goes P6. Next across the line is Milan. He's going to come across the line. He jumps to P5. And next person will be Encore, as people are already starting to make their way back. I don't know if it's going to dry up at the end of qualifying. So I've been told. Doesn't look like the best lap from Encore. He'll put him in P8. Someone DS there just after Eau Rouge. Lepson goes P10 with 2 minutes, and Darius just trying to get across the line. If it does dry up again by the end, then we might see people come out, or it might just stay inters for the whole of it. I believe an intermediate time around here will be a late 150, so really there's no point of going on the intermediates. Darius actually doesn't seem like a bad lap. It's gonna be a late 47, comes across the line. It's actually an early 48. He does a 48.3, goes into P8. There's a Ferrari, I believe, of Colleen. No, it's Poofy Waffles, who is struggling, I believe, just as much as everyone. Oh, almost losing it at the final corner there. And down the line, he sets 2:06. Times aren't really doing good for these drivers. As Phoenix is going again. Oh no, he's just going so swag that he doesn't get held into the pits. Makes sense. He spins on pit entry almost. Looks like it's a 1-2 for Williams, and then a 3-4 for Racing Point. No retirements yet. People are chucking on the intermediates though. Latazi being one of them, and Mars the other. I don't know if they'll be able to jump anyone. They'll probably be able to jump 12th and 11th, but that's about it. So everyone comes into the pits now. We'll go on board with whoever's leading these intermediates. TRS has been disabled, so yeah, it doesn't look like the weather will improve. So we might start to see some retirements. And these intermediate drivers will stay out, I presume. Phoenix retires, Maple retires, so they won't be able to do anything. Latozi and Mars, they're gonna complete their outlaps. One has 4.8 liters of fuel, the other one has 2.3 point. I don't know, I can't read that at the bottom. We'll have to see what they do. Let's see, is anyone on the soft still out? No. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to prove Fox retires. Nathan said they'll have Hazy spun, unfortunately. Poopy Waffles, I believe, has run out of fuel, and he might hinder the exits of these people as Encore and DS retire. So Latazi first on the intermediates. To the lap. R10 has retired. Let's see if he'll be able to jump anyone. I'm pretty sure he should be able to jump the 2-minute runners. 156 seems a bit difficult, but who knows. More people are checking on the intermediates. Don't think if you set a 46 you'll be able to improve on that realistically. Tazi is currently on 127. He's 10 seconds away from pole. Don't think he'll be able to get pole, but people are starting to come out on the intermediates. Not sure if they'll be able to improve, but who knows. Looks like Lutazi might go in the top 10 here. He will go in the top 10 as long as he does a spin. And he goes 10th. It's a 153.9. People behind him will try and improve as well. Mars is the next one. He's invalidated, unfortunately for him. And we'll stay on board with him. Oh, back end loss there. Bit of a drifting. Deja vu. I've just been in this place before. Anyways. Driver's probably watching the stream. Because, well, those who are retired at least. Futuristic is retired. Another driver retires there. I believe that was Lipson. Now Mars is actually trying to settle up. He might be able to see himself at the top 10, to be fair. Needs to beat a 153.9. Depending on if Litosi did any mistakes or not, he might be able to do that. But looks like qualifying will not be cut short, thankfully. Not thankfully for those who retired and hoping to get a move on, but I mean, at least there's some action on track. Always love a bit of action. Just notice Mars has a 95. Lightning McQueen, definitely caught that reference. Goes 11th with a 155.6. I believe that's it for his qualifying. Poopy Waffles, I don't believe is setting a time. He might, but he's not using hot lap mode, which leads me to believe that he's not setting a lap. However, he's 9 seconds faster than his previous time, which would put him in P12. Someone else is retired there. I didn't catch quite who it was. I believe it was no. I didn't catch who it was. It was Kalini, actually. He went back into the bits. I believe these will be the last few laps. As coming across the second sector split in just a couple of seconds. Poofy Waffles is improving by 6 seconds, which would put him up to P13. Let's see if he can find an extra 4 seconds. We'll boost him up to P11 potentially. A P12 for sure if he does 10 seconds. Goes flat through left-hander there, very risky, and does invalidate as a result. Goes out wide there, and he goes again. Oh, was that his out lap? I really don't know, to be fair. He wasn't. I'm not sure. Set a 159 would have put him in 13th, but we'll move further back to, I believe, Latazi who's gonna set a lap. He jumps up to P. Actually, no, it was him still in P10. He improves, but he doesn't jump anyone. Mars, I believe, will go into the pits because he's out of fuel. And that'll be his qualifying done, so we're just waiting on Poofy Waffles now. I believe the Tuzzy doesn't have enough left, so it's just on Poofy Waffles to see what he can master. Improves by 9 seconds in the first sector, but he loses time as Mars retires from the pits. He's invalidated again, Poofy Waffles, so he'll probably come into the pits now because he has 0.6 liters of fuel. Darius retires from the pits, and I presume Dropi might do the same. Or he might have not have realized. Which is also a possibility. So is it raining for the race? Let me check. So, Poofy Waffles goes in the pit, Trophy retires, and Tuzzy enters the pit, and that is your qualifying. So Phoenix is in P1, is a 1-2 for Williams, and then a 3-4 for Racing Point. So there is no rain for the race, which is nice. Already long laps would have just made them longer. Milan in the Mercedes goes P5, Fox on the Red Bull 6th. 2 Renaults line up 7th and 8th. Haas 9th to the Tuzzy 10th. Mars in the Mercedes Best Rest will get free tire choice. Actually, everyone will get free tire choice. Then it's DS, Lepson, Puy-Waffles, Collini, and then Hazy and the AlphaTauri who didn't set laps. I'd say probably everyone will go on the mediums and might do mediums to hards. Actually, now that I think about it, what is the strategy for? I believe DS has a 5 place grid penalty actually, so they'll put everyone up a position behind him. And I believe the pit strategy is softs mediums. There are 22 laps. Let's say you make 8 to 9 laps on the softs, or no, I think it was 6 to 8 laps on the softs, and then the rest are on mediums. You only do 12 to 15 laps on the mediums. Yeah, it should be doable. Or it could be softs hards. I really don't know. All I know is that they're gonna have to stop. What tire they choose on though might be the deciding factor. People might go mediums to softs. I believe it is softs to mediums the strategy around here. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure. Do remind me. No, I should know this stuff, but I don't. So apologies. I will take a quick peek. Belgian Grand Prix. SOR. Trying to find a SOR F1 Belgium 2020. Alright. Look at last season's race. Looks like everyone is going on the softs. Bartosi, Mars, Lepson, and DS went on the mediums. So they went for something different. I'll have a quick look at what the drivers have. Belgian Grand Prix, here we are. People went softs hards. A lot of people went softs mediums though. So after a quick VAR check, I still don't know. We'll find out in the races. The Tuzzy and Mars, actually, while I was looking at previous races, have been disqualified. No idea what happened, but they must have done something naughty. Now, will team orders come into play here? Because keep in mind, the 2 championship leaders are separated by futuristic. So will Futuristic, if slower than Phoenix, try and hold up Maple? Or will he try and look for his own race as well? Only time can tell. 22 laps of this Grand Prix, roughly 1 minute 50 laps each. Oh, someone's engine's glitched. Trophies. Anyways, there's a big gap between. Actually, just some overtaking doing on permission lap. The 2 Williams become intimate and become one, and yeah. Anyways, we didn't talk about that. But moving on to the grid formation. Please don't tell anyone I said that. But Phoenix at P1, Team at P2, Championship Rival in P3. This has everything that a spicy race needs. If we get better camera angles, that'd be nice. But here we go for the Belgian Grand Prix, Round 9, Season 12. As 5 lights go on, we get the weird commentator awkward moment of silence bit. and it's lights out, and away we go here. Looks like it's a poor start there from Futuristic, but it's not enough to make sure that the Williams don't get at it. But side by side there, and there's a bit of carnage. There's front wing, there's people flying up, and crap down the front wing. The Maple is actually crucially lost the position down from one, but they're going side by side here at the back. If I have a quick peek, and the Williams has to back off there as no one dies up Eau Rouge on the first lap. That is always nice to see Lepson though, because he's following behind as Mars has broken front wing as the Ferraris are going at it. They're going side by side. There's also side by side action going at the front between Maple. Apologies for cutting it off. It looks like Collini gets barged off by his teammate. Not quite sure what's going on over there. But the two Racing Points and the two Williams are going at it. Down the inside, Maple goes on Futuristic. Futuristic tries to give enough space, but he can't do much. Futuristic keeps the position for now. It's a very chaotic first lap, as you would expect, as R10 trying to get a move on, but he won't be able to do so now. So move. Oh god, someone went wide there. Oh god, someone touched the curb. Oh god, there's a Red Bull going wide. Comes back on track though, luckily nothing. Side-by-side action between the Renault and the Red Bull. Moving back, there's also more side-by-side action in between the Renault and the Ferrari as he comes back on track and almost side swips the Ferrari. Very nasty stuff there. It's a yellow flag there. Someone died, and that's R10, which spun his completely lost his front wing, I believe. Not sure. Moving on, the Red Bull is looking very feisty. Oh god, it's going to be a Max Verstappen and the Force India back in 2016. He pulls back though, goes wide a bit, and oh shoot, someone did go around the outside, and the Renault and the Ferrari of Collini are banging wheels at the final corner. Sticks it in. Oh, it goes into the pit. Doesn't have broken front wings, so I don't know why. Collini is spun on the exit as resets the track. Moving on, Maple has actually lost a crap ton of positions as well. I didn't catch that, but Milan got in the way, or got in front. He didn't get in the way, he got in front. But there's a lot of carnage here as Milan chucks into overtake mode. Futuristic isn't going into overtake mode. He doesn't seem to be defending this too much, as Milan absolutely outbreaks himself and Futuristic for a super outbreak move. Good stuff from him. You say, yeah, it looks like subs to mediums is the strategy to go on to. Looks like lap 8 or 9. Everyone should be able to do that. Maple, though, crucially, isn't in the best position. His championship rival is in P1 while he's in P5. Gap difference will be 20 points, which is absolutely crucial, especially since these are the final 5-6 races, I believe, of the calendar, so every point matters. Maple does seem to be, though, close to the back of Futuristic. It's 4/10, and a penalty already for Phoenix, so that does change a lot of things. Even though Phoenix is in the lead, his 3 seconds will put him down as things stand. It's P3. But, you know, definitely as the race goes, more gaps will be created, but, you know, getting a 3-second time penalty on lap 2 isn't always a good sign. If you get a 3-second time penalty after 2 laps, you know, what will you be able to get in the next 21 laps? So not what Phoenix wants to be doing, especially mentality wise. He'll know he'll have a time penalty, so he's going to be vulnerable in that sort of aspect. Doesn't look like Trophy is leaving though, I'm sure, for even his championship, because he did catch up after last week. It was 111, 119, then 121, so it's anyone's championship really between the 2 Racing Points and the 1 Williams driver. It looked like it was going to be a comfortable championship for Phoenix, but it looks like Maple and his Racing Point teammate have knocked on the door, as Maple will be easily able to get past the Williams and goes up into P4, redemption drive a bit. After his poor lap 1, he'll be able to run after him as Collini has left the session. Don't know if that was due to internet connection issues, not sure. People going on the hard, so Mars getting a 3-second time penalty. Moving up though, Phoenix just went absolutely wide. ERS situation, Phoenix is already at 16%. He's used up all of his ERS on the first couple laps. That is not good. That is not good at all for Phoenix, as he will have nothing to defend with. So Phoenix is a sitting duck on the straights, and considering DRS has been enabled this lap, I don't think Phoenix's P1 will stay for much longer. Although there is a gap as Futuristic gets a 3-second time penalty as well. So 2 Williams not keeping it clean at all when it comes to penalty warnings. But right now the straight line speed seems quite significant. Looks like 316, 310, there's a 10-kilometer difference, and Dropey can still manage to catch up in the straights, so that definitely shows that setup-wise Phoenix is struggling as well, perhaps. Or it could be the different ERS levels. The DRS is activated. And will he go for a move down into turn 1? No, Maple sets the fastest up with a 145.8 as he goes out wide here. He's not going to be able to get the DRS though, Phoenix. I believe that was his plan, but Dropey caught on. And I believe Dropey will easily be able to sneak in front. And easy move for the Racing Point driver, as he's trying to get along as well. I forgot to change the audio like an absolute pillock, so you probably won't be able to hear me too much. But here we are. You probably struggle to hear me. Now you might be able to hear me a bit more. As Maple has actually lost the touch to the top 3. So, not good stuff for Maple, but I'm sure he'll catch up soon a bit. Alright, as we move on. Continue. 1.6 is the gap to Milan. Milan, being in the DRS train up in front, it is crucial that Maple does not lose touch as R10 gets himself a 3-second time penalty. So Maple now, the 2 people behind him don't have time penalties. ERS usage as Dropey has the most out of people behind him, so he'll be comfortable when it comes to defending. Phoenix and Milan will struggle when it comes to attacking. Rain clouds are forming above. I don't know if that's rain or it could just be, you know, a bit darkness. Who knows? But Maple still on DRS. He is 3/10 away. He will lose those 3/10, and it probably would be 1.7 by the end of straight, considering DRS is a thing, plus they have slipstream. Milan's using all of his DRS, so is Phoenix, just to try and close up the gap. 1.3 was the gap at the start of the straight. Now the gap, Maple has his 1.6, so really all of his work that last lap has been undone, so that's why it's crucial for him to get in front as the Tozy and R10 switch positions. And the Tozy, on the alternative strategy on the mediums, will remember go medium softs at the end of this race, or if there is rain, might go to the end, and then intermediates on the end if there is rain. I'm not saying that there is, don't shoot the messenger. Moving further up the grid, we have these 3 that are very close to each other. I believe that should be a warning there from Milan. Did go over the white line. The gaps are gone. That's not me, that's the game breaking, because, you know, fun game. But already on lap 5, time flies by when get some action. As Phoenix is all over the back of Dropey, who has 10% less ERS than Dropey, and might go down if he decides to use it at any moment. Doesn't know this though, but however, I'm pretty sure that they will notice the red lights flashing, as Milan already has his red lights flashing. That's a sign of ERS deployment is low. As Dropey breaks very early for that final corner, I've noticed. Tell Phoenix to get it back on. Darius gets his 3-second time penalty, and now the gaps will finally repair. Maple is 9/10. He's in the DRS as things stand. He just needs to break late and get a good exit. Will he be able to sneak himself onto the DRS train? He's just going to turn on DRS just so he can make sure he's in it, and he is in. He is in this DRS train, and Futuristic, crucially, has lost the DRS to the people in front. So now as long as Maple stays in touch with the people in front, he will be in a good position. However, his ERS is low as well, as you can see the flashing lights at the back, meaning that he is less than 10%. But Dropey is barely managing at the end of the Camel Straight. Moving up though, oh, it's AI, that's why. Oh, but the Red Bull, Fox, and R10, good camera angle there, cameraman, and gets the move done at the end of the Camel Straight. Will he be able to fight back? No. Oh, yellow flag there. Kalini Poofy Waffles has crashed at the top of Eau Rouge. Lost his front wing though, didn't catch exactly what happened, but Poofy Waffles really has been struggling. And we have a virtual safety car, I believe that's the front wing that is on the track. If the leaders might be able to round up, they might be able to do softs hards, but I think it's just a front wing that's on the track, so I doubt that there will be a safety car. But now this could be crucial for Dropey, to be fair. If he gets a good restart, he might be able to pull away outside the DRS. Because he's 7 tenths, 8 tenths, and as long as Phoenix, or as long as Dropey gets a good reaction on this safety car restart, he might be able to sneak himself outside the DRS. Because one better launch and he is clear. But if safety car ends mid-corner, that's not going to help, as Phoenix is right up the gearbox of Dropey. A drive-through penalty, Futuristic, for speeding under VSC. That is terrible news for Phoenix, as he serves it immediately. So that's going to mean that essentially Futuristic's chances of winning this race have been removed, as the Williams driver as well boxes. I don't believe Futuristic's going to be stopping, right? Or will he? No, he's not stopping. He's serving his drive-through. But Phoenix is going on the alternative strategy. He's going on to the hard, so he's going to try and undercut Dropey. But I do believe that mediums is definitely the way you want to go. You want to box as possible and go on the mediums. As Fox is using his overtake mode, he's doesn't want to make sure that R10 doesn't get past. This R10 definitely looks lively. Ooh, lost the back end there. Didn't get the best of exits. Will Dropey react at the end of this lap? But Futuristic, crucially, actually no, he hasn't boxed, so yeah, remember that. But Phoenix, if he catches up to this traffic of his teammate, he will lose a bit of time, because he is absolutely pushing it through these final couple of corners. To keep in mind, he needs to make those hards go to the ends. Hazy gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Now, the question is, will Dropey sneak it into the pits to try and cut the undercut off from Phoenix, or will he stick to the alternative strategy of going onto the mediums, as Hazy, I believe, has spun. Hazy has actually retired, so it was a big crash. There's a virtual safety car, and that's going to absolutely help the leaders. Oh my goodness. That is as if the... wait, no, Poofy Waffles as well, DNF. That's probably why there's a virtual safety car. Oh my god. So the leaders basically been gifted a free pit stop. Maple is forced to keep going, though. As mediums Milan goes, Dropey also goes onto the mediums. And essentially they've been given a free pit stop, which is absolutely nuts. It's unfortunate, though, for Maple, because everyone behind is going to be boxing, and he's stuck in front. To see if he can muster anything. The gap is 13 seconds, and I remember the pits is like 17 seconds around here, so if he can manage to gap that, it would be crucial. But Phoenix, I can see his rival, he was within the DRS, now he's roughly 4 or 5 seconds behind, and he's on the hards as well, so he's only going to lose time. So right now, Phoenix, his main rival is Maple. Now Maple, you know, cruising, he won't be able to undercut as much as he would like to have done. I don't know why I said that so silly, but everyone's going on the mediums, and Phoenix is the only one on the hards. Mediums can truly go to the end of this race. But now big question is, let's check the gap in leader. Phoenix is 14 seconds behind Maple. So it will be interesting to see where Maple comes out. He'll probably come out somewhere behind Fox, or even behind R10 at this rate, considering everyone's boxed. That's put Maple in an awkward position, considering his teammate was in front. It was either double stacking or going out the extra lap. Honestly, going out the extra lap was the way to go. But we were right on board with Maple, as I presume he will box this lap. He will have the freshest tires, though, at the end of the race, too. However, you have to give it to him. As a Futuristic and their AI cars keep putting me off. As Maple boxes this lap, his teammate will definitely 100% overtake him. Now, Phoenix, though, is running up the final corner now. The pit exit line isn't too far. He's running up the final corner now, to be fair. Across the line, Phoenix. So, yeah, he will be undercutted to bits by both Fox and Maple as well. Or Fox and R10. Actually, no, R10, it's not sure. Oh, not after that at all. Comes back on track, almost slams into Maple. But Maple has been hard undercut by Phoenix. And now there's a big gap to him. So Maple now is going to have to play catch up. Does have the 3-second time penalty though. Keep that in mind. Will be interesting to see what everyone does with just over 14 laps to go. Will Maple be able to dispose of R10 as quickly as possible, so like that he can get a move on Phoenix. Because Phoenix isn't that much further up the road. He's only roughly 6 seconds behind Phoenix, which is a lot in F1, but considering he is on the mediums and Phoenix is on the hards, you would think that that wouldn't be too difficult of a task. So R10 is losing time hand over fist to Maple. He is out of the DRS of Fox. R10 has more ERS though, not by much though, but it will help him in the grand scheme of things at the straight. They are on the exact same strategy now, so there is no need to move out the way. R10 is a quick driver though, don't exclude him, as Mars is spun at the back there. Thought that was a safety car there for a second. But now, will R10 not fight this, or will he fight this? Except his ERS. He definitely knows the threat is there, and it doesn't look like he's using it. Looks like, oh, he is using it now. Turn it off. Will he fight it? No, he doesn't fight it. So now Maple is up into P6. Phoenix just up the road. You could barely see him there, making the corner now. But now it's all eyes on Maple. See what he can do. See if he can try and catch up. Futuristic with another 3-second time penalty. Futuristic really been compromised with all those that VSC. Otherwise he would have been up there with the likes of Maple. Maple 4/10 up on his time. He is sending, I believe, what is a hot lap as R10 is spun behind him. That could be a safety car or even another VSC. We have another VSC in this Grand Prix. Now, will people box for a fresh set of mediums or even softs? Now, don't get me wrong, Phoenix will probably box to get rid of those tires. Now, will he go into mediums or will he go into fresh set of softs? No one boxes. I believe Phoenix is the only one boxing. If he goes onto softs, that will be extremely risky because tire wear around here is a pain. And considering you're already through, I would probably say mediums is the best bet. Yours is enabled. He is going on the mediums. So, Phoenix, did he compromise himself going into the pits there? I don't know, because he comes out behind of his teammate and far behind Maple. Keep in mind, Maple isn't within touching distance of Fox. However, P3 seems a bit far-fetched from now. Phoenix will have the quickest tires, though, of the whole track. So it will be interesting to see what he could do. But he does have that 3-second time penalty as well under his belt. So if Maple keeps it clean, he will be able to relax a bit, Maple, if he sees that Phoenix is behind him. But Phoenix easily makes it past his teammate. I don't think his teammate was finding it. But now there's only one position separating them. However, there's 13 seconds separating the pair. So Phoenix needs to be a second a lap faster than Maple if you wanted to catch up. Which is doable if you're lightning fast. But keep in mind, there's only a limited amount of time you got. Maple needs to put a car in between him and Fox. He's using his ERS. Turn it off. There you go. Because Fox has much more ERS than Maple, unfortunately. For Maple. And coming across the final corner now. Some side-by-side action there between the AI. I won't get fooled this time. Clearly is an AI car. Fox is in the DRS now. Or Maple's in the DRS of Fox now. Maple will try and overtake Fox this straight so like that you can put a car in between them, and also just in case if Phoenix cannot catch up to Fox, he will know that he will be gapping him in the standings just that much more. I believe right now Maple would be getting 12 points if he goes up to P4, and Phoenix will only be getting 8, which is just enough to gap I believe also Dropey, actually, since he's a net P1 right now. Standings, I'm pretty sure standings could all be separated by 5 points, the top 3, so we could really have a championship battle here going into the final couple races, which will be very interesting for us to watch. Maple very much close to the back of Fox. As Darius picks up another 3-second time penalty. Phoenix picks himself another 3-second time penalty, so that's gonna play into the equation quite a bit. Because, I mean, you know, he needs to catch up to Maple and gap him by 6 seconds now. At the very least 3 if Maple does pick himself, as Fox has completely lost the back end at the final corner. And tell you what, that might just be able to actually get Maple outside the DRS as well. If he gets a good exit and Fox gets a poorish one, he might be able to outside the 1 second. It's just 9/10s. He stays in the DRS, luckily. And Phoenix with the fast lap, proving that he is the fastest on track. However, Fox is outside the DRS. He is back in it though now. But will he be able to comfortably catch up? We'll find out. As Milan is all over the back of Dropey. So his teammate now will be in a bit of a pickle himself, as Milan seeks to get in front of the Racing Point driver. As Latazzi, do keep in mind, he's still out there, and he will be on the softs at the end of this race. Let's just quickly see a gap the leader. He will come out in front of Phoenix, Latazzi, as things stand, and he will be on the softs. So Latazzi could be in for a treat of a result. He'll probably box next lap or lap 15. So that could also put another bit of a mix, because Milan is in P3, as Maple is in P3. Phoenix is staying at P6 as things stand. So if anyone's losing out to Phoenix. So it's going to be very tight. As Phoenix, I believe, has actually spun. He has spun in the fast downhill left-hander. Fox gets himself a 3-second time penalty. And now Phoenix race and Phoenix's championship. I know there's still... We have a safety... Where did that come from? Where the heck did the safety car come from? Who caused it? Okay, this completely has changed the complete outcome of this race, as Maple will indeed box for softs. This has helped so many people, but Latazzi just crossed the line, so he won't be able to stop. Luckily, he isn't behind the safety car, though. But, wow. Phoenix has been saved there. He'll be able to box for softs as well. Will Futuristic won't hinder his teammate, though. He will stay out. Good for him. However, they've been given a free pit stop as well. This is absolutely crazy, man. Maple is now back in this for the race win, and crucially, will he be able to come out behind his team? He comes out just in front of Futuristic. That was literally cars. Oh god, my god, that my heart sank. Slammed on his brakes, Maple. But that was beautiful. So Maple now won't be able to fall behind anyone. Yeah, Phoenix, you haven't had your for chances of luck. Don't worry though. There's still. Hey, Jesus, futuristic! You're giving me heart attacks. There's still. What races do we have after this? I believe there's Bahrain. God, Abu Dhabi. There's a few more. Let me check on my phone. Let me check the calendar because right now, as things stand, the standings. If Phoenix does catch up with people boxing in front, Latazi definitely boxes. You know, the whole standings can be separated by 10 points, and that could be easily changed by one good result. Dropey though, or not Dropey though, Maple is in a beautiful position, considering that Dropey probably will box this lap. It would be smart for him to box onto the softs, considering no one's behind him. Fox might as well replicate. That will be one to see though. As Tropy does pit, Latazi does pit as well. Now they will come out in front of their respective teammates. But it is very bad timing for a lot of people on this track. As and we'll take a quick look at the standing, or not the standings, but just the calendar. Important information. Calendar. Right, so we are currently in Belgium. We still have Bahrain, Azerbaijan, Russia, Japan, and Australia. So we have 5 more races left. Anything could change, to be fair. It looks very chaotic. Looks very crazy. See what people can do. And right now, this race has been blown open to anyone. Futuristic, though, with the medium tires, might hold up his teammate just a bit more. The safety car restart, who knows if they will switch. But currently, as things stand, people on the soft seem to be in a glorious position. Fox right now is in a bit of a it's in nowhere, no man's land. Safety car won't be in this lap, I'd say. Next lap, I doubt as well. Might be, because I think there's a max of 4 laps. Safety car can be out. This will be second. Next lap will be third. Lap after that will be fourth. So I'd say safety car will be in racing for start lap 17. So it'll be 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There'll only be 6 laps of racing. And around this track, 6 laps at a time, you know, things start to spread out. It'll definitely be tight. As Mars boxes as well, so it definitely won't be in this lap. It might not even be in next lap, so we might have to start at lap 18. We get 5 laps of racing. More laps the better, because Fox will drop down the order since he has his time penalties. Let's actually check out the time penalty situations. Penalties, Fox has 3, Futuristic and Phoenix has 6. So even if the Williams boys do get in front of their respective rivals, they won't be able to do much, because with 5 laps I doubt they'll be able to extend 6 seconds, considering that they're all on the softs and they're all on the same strategy as things stand. But it will be an interesting one to watch, as only people that haven't boxed are Collini, Futuristic, and Fox, as Mabel has a little look there on Milan already. Looking on the mini-map, by the time I'd say crosses the line, we'll probably be around there, where Mars is on the far right, just after Camel Straight. I'd say that'll probably be about it. And I don't think we'll be going racing this lap. Might be for 17, who knows? But looks like everyone's caught up, bar Mars. Mars is the only person who didn't catch up. Moving on, Tazi. Keep in mind, now that I think about it, he was on the mediums, he stayed out this whole time, and now he's found himself in a position where he's leading the race, and he's on the same strategy, and he has someone who has the mediums behind him, so he can hold him up, definitely, in the straights, Fox, as he'll definitely want to be pushing as hard as he can. So Latazi, you know, from starting, where was it, 10th or 11th? I believe it was 10th. To being in a position where he can win a race, I say that will be great. He's been very... I don't want to say lucky, because I definitely know how some drivers feel when, you know, oh, it was lucky the race went. No, I mean, sure, the safety cars and PSCs definitely did help him when it came to people mixing up on strategies around him. But he gambled on the alternative strategy. It worked. It's working, and if he has the pace, he'll probably win this race. Madropi and Maple definitely know that they want a piece of that as well. As long as they get past Fox ASAP, they'll be fine. But Mars is closing up. I'd say safety car will probably be in this lap regardless if he caught up or not. But that is up for the game to decide. He is rounding up the final couple of corners now, though. Just behind, he's now down to the long left. So as long as he catches up now, because the split is just ahead, so he's not going to catch up by the time the safety car hits the split. But I think regardless, safety car will be in this lap, right? No. So Mars, please catch up within the next 5 seconds, because otherwise safety car is not restarting this lap. I believe you have until the quick left-hander there, the flat left-hander, which is the safety car is catching up to now. Mars has caught up to the back of the field. Safety car is in this lap, so very last second safety car in this lap call. But now we go racing. Right now the main people to watch are Latazzi, Dropi, and Maple, and Milan, respectively, and to see what they can do. But Latazzi doesn't seem to be holding up any time whatsoever, seems to get the best exit possible, and he's gone, and the safety car has the race has restarted, and Dropi is already alongside Fox down into turn 1. He goes round the outside, and what a move there, already past these slow cars. Now, oh god, Maple is gonna catch up. He will catch up just before Eau Rouge, though. Now his plan, I presume, would be to get in front of him before Eau Rouge, as Milan is all over the cheeks of Maple, and he gives him a bit of a tap, so that's going to slow him down. But Fox right now is going to get gobbled up by 2 drivers as they're going to go 3 abreast into turn 1. I'm going to do it, but here comes Milan down the hit side. Like, here comes Sebastian Vettel, but Milan gets the move done on Fox as well. That felt good to recreate that, to be fair. But that was cool. That was cool. I definitely enjoyed that. As down the inside goes Phoenix. Jesus, Phoenix. Chill out. Give my boy Fox some space. Fox has gone from 2nd to 6th all in a sector. So poor Fox. Kalini, I believe, has had a bit of an incident behind. But Maple is 1.6 seconds behind. Is that rain? It is raining. It is raining in Belgium, fellow viewers. It is raining in Belgium. So the final few laps will be done on dry, soft, wet, greasy track. Everything has happened this race. 3 VSCs, 1 safety car, rain on dry. All we need now is that the last lap is unraceable, and that someone gambles on the intermediates, overtakes everyone, and wins the race. That's what we need. But Maple is catching up, regardless if it is raining or not. He has caught up. Milan, though, on the other hand, has no more ERS and is going to try and go around the outside. Will it work? It works. It works. It worked. It did do the. It did the thing. So Milan is now in 3rd. Please don't try it. Okay, thank God. With Phoenix now, though, is behind his rival, and he sees that his rival is struggling a bit. Will he be able to sneak in front of him? I don't know. But Milan, or Maple, needs to hope that he doesn't lose pace, doesn't lose touch to Milan, because Phoenix is behind. Keep in mind, and he will try and go in front of you, regardless if it's 6 seconds or not. He will try and get in front of you, hold you up as much as possible. But right now, I'm gonna check just in case. Latazzi is 2 warnings away from penalty. Dropi only has 1 warning as well. Milan has 1 warning as well. Oh god, Maple has 1 warning. He's 1 warning away from getting a 3-second time penalty, which could change everything. Because actually, no, everyone behind him has a 3-second time penalty as well. So you know that would he wouldn't be dropping any positions, but he won't be gaining any. He couldn't be able to gain any. Maple has already fallen a second away from Milan, though, and Phoenix is behind. He's jaws in the water, so it looks like Maple, the best he'll be able to do is P4. But Latazzi, on the other hand, meanwhile, Latazzi, by the way, on the main hand, is leading this race comfortably. He's not exactly losing time to Dropi, and he knows that he only needs to survive 4 more laps, and he's won this race. So, very different kind of style race, but right now Maple, the only thing that could save Maple now from not being overtaken from Phoenix is that DRS is disabled with the raindrops. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Oh god. Oh god, DRS is enabled. I thought it was disabled. But Maple is outside the DRS, so he's going to be overtaken by Phoenix this lap. Unless if something happens. He's using his overtake mode. Who has more overtake? Maple has more overtake, and he's using it through a Eau Rouge. It's risky. Oh god, especially with Greasy. He trusts that car all too much. And Maple isn't going to be fighting this. Oh, he is going to be fighting this. He does turn on ZRS modes. They're going to be running side by... I can't see what's going on. They're going to run side by side at the end of the camel straight. Please don't crash. Okay, they're fine. Everything's okay. But now Maple has lost the position to Phoenix. However, he doesn't want to be fighting this too much because remember he's one warning away from me 3 seconds, and if Phoenix does gap him by 3 seconds, he will lose that position to him. He's already lost a bit of time to Phoenix, so he needs to hope he doesn't get 3 seconds like that. He can breathe, relax, and even if he does get 6 seconds, I believe he'll be fine. Oh shite. But I believe now as things stand, he'll only be dropping 1 position, and that'll be to Maple Phoenix. So it'll be P4 and P5. So 2-point difference, so they'll be equal on points. And Dropey has actually taken the lead of this Grand Prix. I completely missed that, my bad. But Dropey has taken over the lead of this Grand Prix, which means that the gap only being roughly 8 points, Dropey will be leading the championship, I think. Dropey will be leading the race, and then will be Maple and Phoenix tied. So this could be a very cool last 5 races, sorry, of this season. But Tozy definitely will not go down without a fight. That I can tell you that much, as he almost rams into the back of Dropey. As Milan as well, though, is on the back of these guys as well. They are all separated 7/6 1 spin between these guys, and it's game over. But it looks like Milan just doesn't have any ERS. He won't be able. He has 0 ERS. He's out of ERS, so he'll be losing time hand over fist down this straight. I do remember last season, though, or last race. Yeah, it was last season in Belgium. Milan was also struggling for ERS around here. I specifically remember him because it was bad to the point where he lost he was at 0% by the end of lap 1. So that's why I remember. But yeah, it doesn't seem that he's learned too much from then, and he's struggling right now. Because if he saves up ERS even just for 1 lap, lose 3/10, lose 4/10 in 1 lap, but at least have that ERS upper edge, because there's no point using it there behind. You're not going to overtake him. There's so many points that are necessary to use, and especially since if DRS does get cancelled for a reason or another, you won't have the straight line speed. Right now, this is a fair 3-way fight for the race win, and second and third are both using their ERS. Milan is out of it, and Dropey hasn't been using it too much. Maple has fallen out the 1 second gap of Phoenix, so right now it's really up to these 3, seeing what they can muster as we're on the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. See, ERS isn't really necessary through here because you're not going to be able to get them even if you had the best straight line speed, best car, best everything. You don't want to be using it here either, but he's going to still use it. He's probably going to use it during a solo straight. You're better off not using it here and use it after the Eau Rouge, like turning it off and then turning it on here. But see, now for the DRS, you don't have anything, so that is once again Milan not being able to do anything, and that could be dangerous if Phoenix does catch him on the last lap, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to do so. I think Dropey, if he sees himself 1 more lap, he will be fine. Futuristic, though, not having the best of races himself, loses out to Fox. And keep in mind that softs do warm up better in these sort of conditions, so that's why Futuristic might be struggling a bit more than everyone else. So now the final lap, last lap battle. See who will be able to win this race. It could be Milan, it could be Tozy, it could be Dropey. Right now, as things stand, it looks like it's more likely going to be Dropey, with Tozy and Milan following him in that order on the podium, with Maple just behind, as Lipson gets another 3-second time penalty, or it could have been his first. I didn't catch it. Oh god. But now it's all or nothing. Tropy has plenty of ERS to use on the whole straight. By plenty, I mean enough to defend, considering they have 3% behind. When Tozy is really going to send it on the final couple laps, final couple of corners. No mistakes from here on out. We enter the final lap of this Belgian Grand Prix, which has been a very big championship impactor for Dropy, Phoenix, and Maple respectively. We will find out when the standings are updated how close everything is, and you'll find out next week when we're in Bahrain. But it looks like Dropy got an excellent launch there at the final corner before DRS. But once again, Milan with 0 ERS, so he won't be able to attack Latozzi at the end of the straight, as you can see him weaving there in frustration because of it. So now it's really just cornering speed and see if they can catch up and do anything. But it looks like, as things stand, it's going to stay that order unless if Milan saves up all of his ERS this whole lap, you know, risks losing a 10th. But at least he'll be able to use more ERS than him on the final straight, because as things stand, right now they both have the exact same amount of ERS, so if even Milan saves it just that much more, it's not really useful to use it now, but he's gonna use it now, and he might look for a move. Thinks better of it though. This is perfect for Dropy. Get the blood boiling behind, and Milan is definitely looking for that P2. This will definitely come to a photo finish perhaps at the bus stop chicane. See who can outbrake the other person last, as Milan goes very wide, and it looks like it's gonna be that Maple or Latozzi didn't get a great exit, and Milan did, but he's gonna have no ERS though until the end. It's really just slipstream. It's gonna be a final battle. See who breaks later into the final corner. It looks like he's gonna defend Latozzi. He's gonna go try and go around the outside in the final bus stop chicane. He gets the better break and he gets the move done in the final corner. What a move! Milan, and Latozzi is spun. Latozzi is spun. No, at the final corner as Tropy crosses the line to win the Grand Prix. That means Maple gets himself onto the podium, and Latozzi, no, from getting such a good race, drops back to 6th. Oh my god, what a race that was. That means that Maple will now gap Phoenix even more just by 1 point, and Dropy and Milan will be able to extend. That is disappointing stuff. That was a great race though. Really enjoyed that one. Milan with the last lap overtake, last corner overtake, which was so clean as well. Wasn't any argy-bargy. But Latozzi unfortunately spinning it across the line. That is very, very, very unfortunate for him. I definitely feel bad for him. But 2 racing points up on the podium respectively again. Dropy, Milan, and Maple gets into the podium just like last week. Both drivers got on the podium, so I believe Racing Point are in a good chance of winning the Constructors' Championship. But now, as we move on to the final grid order, we have Dropy, Milan, and Maple getting very lucky there with Latozzi spinning out in P3. Phoenix, DS, and Latozzi, unfortunately, almost so close getting P2. Spins in the final corner, gets P6. Encore P7, Fox P8, Futuristic P9 after an unfortunate VSC drive-through penalty. Darius P10, Mars best of the rest, Lepson, Kalini R10 to or just Kalini to round up the finishing with R10, Hazy, Blue Waffles, all DNFing. That's been it for the Belgian Grand Prix. Very entertaining race, very spicy stuff, and I will see you guys next week in Bahrain.